Good morning, YouTube. 4:30 in the morning. Well, almost 4:30 in the morning. I'm leaving my house a little bit early so I can catch the van, the carpool van that takes us to the jobs, to the motherfucking job. Make sure I got my house key. I don't want to lock myself out because I'll have a hard time catching up to the landlord to get me another set of keys. Yeah. So this is your home girl, Arabia Barbosa. 914 Westchester County, New York. I'm still in South Carolina. I'm outside. I'm on my way to the fucking office. I didn't go to work Tuesday. I didn't go to work Wednesday because I'm working the fucking construction labor cleaning jobs and I hate doing them fucking jobs. I was doing fine just with the job I had, the dishwashing job. But like I explained before, the restaurant caught on fire, electrical fire. They still haven't done the repairs, all the repairs they needed to do. So me personally, I don't know when they're gonna open back up. But in the meantime, I gotta work a fucking job I don't want to fucking work just to get some money in my motherfucking pocket. Why do things? Why do I have to do things I don't fucking like to do? I mean, I know life is not all fun and games, but goddamn. When you get older, you expect certain things to be a little bit different. Let me put a speed on because I'm trying to catch this van before it leaves. Sometimes they send the van early, sometimes they send the fucking van late. And I ain't got time for their bullshit today. Just put me on a ticket, let me work my 7 or 8 hours. I can fucking go home. Friday, I'm not working. Saturday, I'm not working. Sunday, I'm not working. I'm not doing shit. Fuck the world, man. Any bullshit. Yeah. People say, well, baby, you're not in a good mood. You wouldn't be in a good mood neither if your job burned down. I was making more money on that job than what I'm doing right now. This is some bullshit. Oh, God. At least I like working at that Walmart ticket. The Walmart ticket was a little more fun. And I knew everybody there. I knew the management. I knew the people I was working with and everything like that. So I like that better than this bullshit right here. I'll tell anybody that. Got a bunch of weirdos out here. Now on the Walmart job, we was making $13 an hour. So that was okay. But after a while the job ended and I moved on from that. I just passed the bus stop, yo. I don't know why all these fucking homeless people out here, they know they got programs for them. I don't know why these motherfuckers, and especially the men, it's mostly them that don't want shit. If I tell my homegirls, look, there's a program called Rapid Rehousing. You go to such and such an address, you talk to the people there, you sign up for it, you go to the shelter, you put down on the paper that you want to meet up with the people that are doing the rapid rehousing so you can get housing. The women do it. The men, they don't do shit. Sorry pieces of nothing. You know what I mean? The women got more gumption than the men. It's just like being on YouTube. The women are the most aggressive. They are. They are the most aggressive YouTube creators I have ever met. They're 10 times worse than the women from the ancient times. A lot of people don't know what I mean by the ancient times. If you was around back in 2013, then you know what I'm talking about. These motherfuckers out here, I don't know. But yeah, the men, it just seems like the men don't have no kind of gumption, no kind of drive. If you look at their face real good, they all look like they fucking defeated. Half of them are in their 30s and they look way older than myself. So, and I don't feel sorry for them. I don't. I don't feel sorry for them at all. A lot of them, believe it or not, some of them live with their parents. I ain't lived with my parents in years. When I moved out of my parents' house, I never went back. I never even went back for fucking visits. I had no desire to be around them. Why I don't want to be around a bunch of motherfuckers that had it in for me all them fucking years. People, the same people that tried to destroy me, I didn't want to have nothing to do with. And the only reason why I came back in 2011 for that one time was because Crystal had died. Now, if Crystal had still been living, I would have never made it back to my adopted mother's house. What the fuck I do all that shit for? Let me tell you something. Growing up in the fucking foster care system, even after you get adopted, don't you know that the state of New York still gives these bastards a stipend? And trust me, I know about the payments they were getting. Because it was me and one of my brothers. He was like, yo, I want to see how much money they really getting for us every month. They were getting paid once a month by the state of New York. The state of New York was paying them monthly checks. They were giving them clothing allowance money for us. All kinds of shit that we wasn't getting. Then these bastards that they raised me, these bastards, they fucking die. And instead of my adopted mother doing the right thing, she gonna leave all the money and everything else and have her grandson be the executive over her fucking estate. Right now, we're waiting on the house to be sold. I don't know when they're gonna fucking sell the house because they can't sell the house without the probate court being over that. You know, that lady, she is the biggest reason why I'm fucking pissed off. The whole fucking world. Fuck them. Of course, she's not the author of all the trouble. We all know who the main one is. But goddamn, she didn't have to help the bitch. You were getting paid once a month for 18 fucking years. It was me, my brother, my biological brother from my mother and father. Then they had 3 other children they had adopted. So they were getting mad money. I don't understand what the fuck happened. They sold that house that they had that was in Mount Vernon. They sold that piece of shit. And from what I understand, she had a good sum of money. There's absolutely no way in the fucking world she gave everything over to the grandson to be over everything. And he doesn't even do the right thing. From what I understand, this son of a bitch stole over $80,000 out of the fucking bank accounts. You think I don't fucking know about that? Oh, I know. I know all about it. There's a trust fund set up for all of us. None of us have received that money yet. Not one. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if he didn't dip into that bullshit. Instead of doing the right thing and selling that fucking house, they play games. You know what? But what goes around comes back a fucking around. You don't take advantage of other people's children. Have us sit there going through all this fucking hell, and then when you die, you don't leave nothing for us? That's why all these motherfuckers that's on fucking YouTube, bragging about this, bragging about that. I hope you got a fucking living well. Hope you got a living well. So when something do happen to you, your children are not left in limbo. Or your children is not left to the wind. You know what I mean? You know? I mean, right is right and wrong is wrong. And you can't convince me that these motherfuckers were right about anything. You can't convince me. Trust me. I did everything when I had the opportunity to leave that fucking house and never fucking come back. I didn't. I didn't. I went out on my own. Yes, I ran into trouble. Yes, I went to prison. Yes, I became homeless. Yes, I moved from state to state. Nothing was ever stable in my life. It only can get stable if I make it stable. But in the meantime, I'm going to enjoy my life. If I want to drink all the beers in the world, I'm going to drink them. If I want to drink liquor all day long, that's exactly what the fuck I'm going to do. Fuck 12-step program. Fuck all that bullshit. Fuck recovery. There is no such thing. I try to keep an open mind, but I can't keep an open mind with that bullshit. And I see what the real reality is. If my eyes are wide open and I see the color of the sky is blue, no way in the world are you going to convince me that the color of the sky is red. There's no way. You're not going to be able to convince me. Look at this jackass right here sitting on the fucking corner. It was sitting on that corner for all that time. See me coming down, I didn't want to pull out. Sons of bitches. This whole neighborhood ain't nothing but a drag nasty neighborhood. Dilapidated. All these empty houses. They got a school over there that's been abandoned for quite some time. They're getting ready to do something with it, but it's taking them forever and a day to do something with it. It just seems like the city doesn't want to grow. This part of North Charleston doesn't want to grow, doesn't want to improve, doesn't want to do anything. New York, we got a lot of stuff. We got a lot of problems up there too. But I'd rather be up there in New York than down here with the bullshit. Soon as that job come back open, y'all, I'm gonna work there for a whole fucking year. I'm gonna stack up my money and I'm going back to fucking New York. This is bullshit. It's bullshit around here. Bunch of creeps. This whole neighborhood is surrounded by sex offenders. You know that? On my job, I already know who all the sex offenders are, so I make sure I don't never go on no tickets with them. I make sure of that. And if they are, then I just stay far away from them. I find an excuse to leave early. I always do. I always do. Today is Thursday, so happy Thursday to everyone. It's going to be a long fucking day. already got a bad attitude. It probably won't lift until later on. But this is what happens when people fuck with my money and fuck with my life with unforeseeable things. I didn't know that shit was going to happen. And I was only there for 2 weeks. Damn. You wait till that place open back up. I'm going to stack my money for a whole fucking year. And then I'm going to move back to fucking New York. I'd rather be in New York than down here. I tell you that. I'd rather grow old up there than down here. Shit. These motherfuckers, when you do retire, they don't want to give you your money. They play games with you. I don't think New York is like that at all. New York is a little more upfront. Then you're dealing with different people. The education level is different. The money making is different. Everything is different. The mindset of New Yorkers are different from people that are from South Carolina. Not looking down on people from South Carolina, but these are some jerks, man. I've met more jerky people down here than I ever did in New York. I've been calling my case manager for the last couple of weeks. This bitch don't answer her fucking phone. She don't answer her emails. I don't know what the fuck she doing. You know what I mean? Because they're supposed to be in touch with me at least once a month. See, in New York, I didn't have this fucking problem. Them case managers up in New York, they make sure they come. They make sure they come every month, like clockwork. I accomplished more with being up in New York than I accomplished down here. And I've been down here for a couple of years now. Well, I've been in the apartment for 3 years. But like I said, some bullshit going on because they tried some funny shit back in December. And you gotta watch people. You gotta watch them. You can't believe nothing they say. You gotta watch everything they do. Like Phyllis Hyman said, don't tell me, show me. You know, that's all I'm saying. Show me. That's all I'm saying. Now I know that I don't see a lot of people in the chat. It was a couple of ghost watchers. I get a couple of ghost watchers here and there. You know, they can feel what I'm saying. They understand what I'm saying. It is what it is. Got a weirdo standing on the fucking street corner right there. Bunch of weirdos. The closer I get to this place, the more the weirdos show up. That's why I'm working today. I'm not working tomorrow. Because tomorrow, everything goes wild and crazy on Fridays and Saturdays. When I get off of work today, depending on what kind of money I got, I'm going to go ahead, put some money on my books for my electrical, and the rest is going right in my fucking belly. I'm going to drink like it's going out of style. I really want to get me that big bottle of wine I saw in Walmart a few months ago. It was like a big bottle. I want to say it was a gallon jug. It had to have been one of those cheap wines because it was like 16, maybe between $16 and $18 for each of those bottles. And these are some big ass bottles. Like when I carry it home, I would have to put it in a bag and carry it in both arms like I'm carrying a baby. That's how big it is. And I ain't got to worry about alcohol poisoning. I don't have to worry about that. My body is too small to take in a certain amount. and not get sick or not rejected. Trust me, it's been doing a very wonderful job the last couple of years. I remember one time I drunk like 3 days in a row, no problem. On the fourth day, that's when I got sick. I said, oh, I was in the bathroom for a whole hour throwing all that shit up, throwing it up, getting rid of all that poison. And that's another reason why I drink. I drink because I get angry too fast. I'm trying to find reasoning not to do it, but there is no real clear cut reason. People done stole my money from me. People done shut down the fucking job for no fucking reason. They should have been open by now. But when you look on the thing, temporary closed until further notice. I was making more money on that job than what I'm doing right fucking now. I'm getting ready to walk into the office, probably walk onto a job site where we gotta clean all fucking day. And when I get tired, man, I'm just gonna fucking sit down, man. Fuck it. They can send me back home early. Shoot. As long as I put in 4 hours, I'm good. I don't give a fuck. Fuck them. Fuck them and their construction labor cleanup jobs. They need more kind of tickets than that. For real. That's why the other company been stealing their workers. Because the other company got the dishwashing jobs going. They got the Walmart ticket going. They got the flagging jobs going. They got like different jobs for people to go on. This one particular place, only thing they got is the construction cleanup shit. And I don't feel like doing traffic control. That's some bullshit right there. Because half of them niggas be drunk before they even fucking get to the fucking job. You know how dangerous that is? Like, if I'm gonna drink, I'm gonna drink after I get off of fucking work. Fuck all that drinking before you get to work. That doesn't work. You might be too tired to do anything after an hour or two of being on the job. There's plenty of other jobs I could get around here, but I don't feel like doing no fast food. I don't feel like working at no Family Dollar. I don't feel like doing none of that shit. I just feel like doing what I've been doing on that one job, getting paid that amount of money an hour. And I was getting paid every fucking week. And because I had everything deposited into my bank account, I was getting that money 2 days ahead of time. So every time I walk past this place, I get a stomach ache, man. Every time. It's crazy. I'm trying to get back on my square before anything unusual happens. These motherfuckers around here. And every time I get to this point right here, just before you get to the old DSS office, I'm reminded of what happened. I'm reminded. I don't know if anybody else remembers. I don't care if they remember. Drop shot motherfuckers. Let's see. Walking towards it now. The job I was working, making all that money. I bet you I can look at the door and see the sign back up. Yep. Temporarily closed until further notice. Yep. Yep. So yeah. They've been closed like 2 weeks now. It's no way in the world they can't. Because like I said, I was just in there over a week ago picking up my last check. I didn't see no damage. to the building or anything like that. I didn't. Matter of fact, you didn't know anything was wrong until you looked at what they was doing with the dishes and stuff, because everything was cleaned, everything was organized, everything was set up like they was going to be open in a few more days. What I'm going to do when I get off of work, oh well, tomorrow's Friday, so I'm not going to work tomorrow. I'm going to call one of the managers and see when they're going to open this place back up. You know what I mean? I think someone said, one of the other YouTube creators was telling me about applying for unemployment. They're not going to give me unemployment for that job. They're not. I was only there 2 weeks. They're not going to give me unemployment for that fucking job. I know what I'm talking about. You got to be on a job for a certain amount of time to get unemployment from them. What they would do, they would accept it, but then they would hit my other two companies. That's what they would do. So unemployment is dirty, especially down here. What's up, Khadijah? Good morning. Khadijah, you up this early? What's going on with you, baby girl? What's going on, shorty? You up early this morning? Well, Khadijah, you always get up early because you have to go to work today. Yeah. Hey, Khadijah, you see that this channel is growing, right? You see the channel is growing a little bit. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. I don't know if people know that I'm not using the big channel and just coming over to this one. What you think? Anyway, yeah, I'm close to the place now. I'm a whole lot closer than what I was 5, 10 minutes ago. What time is it? Mm, it's 16 minutes to 5. So that means I got a good 10 minutes to get to this office and wait for the van to come and pick us up. Well, today is Thursday. The woman should have some kind of work. But if my other office got anything really good going on, then I'll stay down here with them. I'd rather stay down here with them than go all the way to Remont Road anyway. I hate going over to that fucking particular office. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm getting ready to pass by through the stop and whatever they call this place. The super stop. They call this the super stop because all the buses come through here. Any bus you want to catch, you gotta come over here to the super stop. See, this is not like New York. In New York, especially when I lived over there on Saratoga, like if let's say I want to go to White Plains early that morning, I want to get there as quick as possible. I would get on the express bus. I would get on the 3 or the 1T or the 1X. One of them. Or if you want to go a little slower, you catch the 5 bus or you catch the 6. There's plenty of ways to get to White Plains, New York. There's plenty of ways to get to Portchester, New York. There's plenty of ways to get to New Rochelle, Mount Vernon, Yonkers, Scarsdale, Bronxville. You know, there's plenty of ways of how to get to every place you want to go to. If you want to go into the city, take the train. Take the train or take a bus. I always used to go to the South Bronx. So what I would do, I would walk. I would walk from Saratoga back to Riverdale. I would catch the 7. Then I would get off where I could catch the train. I would catch either the 2 or the 5. You know what I mean? Or I would take the 4 bus, because the 4 bus goes in that direction. It would drop me off at the train station. I would take the train. Which one I used to always take to get to the Bronx? I keep forgetting. But I know that there was a train station up there on Jerome Avenue. I think that's where you would catch the D train. But anyway, there was a certain part of the 4 bus. You take the 4 bus, you get off. Yep, you get off right there, um, on Jerome, and you would catch either the 2 or the 5. And going where I was going, it took me a couple of stops to get there. Mm-hmm. Because my sister, even though my sister lived in Yonkers, my sister, for some reason, wanted to spend a lot of time with her girlfriend, Melody. And Melody lived in the South Bronx. She didn't live in Yonkers. I mean, there were times they would come and stay in Yonkers for maybe a week or two. And then my sister would pack everything up and go back to the South Bronx. And she would live down there in the South Bronx for like months at a time. Months and months. Yeah, she had a case manager too, but she would always come back in time to meet with the case manager, you know. And then when the case manager would leave, she'd pack her bag, take the baby, and be like, yo, Ray, I'm going back to the South Bronx. Sometimes I would go with her. I would spend the night in the South Bronx. I would get up the next morning and take the train um back to the 4 bus, and then yeah, off of McLean, and then I would travel back into Yonkers because I lived on Saratoga at that time, 54 Saratoga Avenue. That's where I lived. Anyone can Google that building. The building is still there. Yep. Going past the library. Somebody's sitting over there. It's always one of these homeless motherfuckers. I don't know. It just seems like people down here don't want. That's why I'm kind of glad that, Sister T does what she does. She'll leave from her house and go down to downtown Atlanta and feed the homeless. Go out there, feed them. She was going out there handing them little envelopes of money. She was doing something. See what I mean? She gives back to her people. You got a lot of YouTube creators sitting on this app day after day, night after night, year after year, and won't even give not one dime to none of their subscribers, none of their moderators, nothing. You don't see it. You don't see none of them really reaching out. It's very few of them that do it. Very few. Like Lonnie will have a giveaway every now and then. Um, who else be having giveaways? Not too many other people. Johnny Blaze too. He does it sometimes. Skinny, he does it sometimes. But not too many of the other YouTuber creators do that. You know? Sister T always giving her people stuff. Always. She got more love for her moderators than anybody else on YouTube. She always look out for her moderators. Shout out to Sister T and her moderators. And the moderators she got, they are good people. I love them. Yeah, yeah. So I'm close to the office. I should be there in a little while. You know what I mean? Where Khadijah, what are we going to do? But at least the channel is growing, Khadijah. The channel is growing. And before you know it, you'll be a moderator over here as well. hmm Now, whenever I use that other phone and go live, you'll be moderating over there for that big channel. But I really want to grow this channel so you can moderate over here. You know, you, Donna, and DL. You know what I mean? Really enjoyed the three of y'all moderating for me. I don't need no other moderators but y'all three. I've been thinking about like when the channel gets bigger, or what the case may be, to get perhaps another moderator, but I'm good with who I got. I'm I'm good with who I got. There was a song that Macy Gray used to sing for this one particular cartoon. It used to come on Nickelodeon, and the name of the song is "Somebody Once Told Me the Grass is Much Greener on the Other Side." Yeah, that was the name, On the Other Side. And the chorus to that song was very catchy. To further notice, I believe. From where I'm standing, my grass is green. And that's the way I gotta look at it. Not just my channel, but everything in fucking life. And I hate to do that because I don't want to be flim flam. I don't want to set myself up for disappointment. There's been a lot of disappointment in the last couple of years. Because I think there was some real fuck shit what my people did before they all passed away. That was some dirt. That was a messy ass inheritance. You ever heard of a messy inheritance? That's what it is. When motherfuckers that got the money, they got the means, they got everything to look out for people. They let me have that much money. Bet you I would have a goodwill. Even though I don't have any children, I will leave something like to my siblings or something like that. You know what I mean? A couple of years ago, I on myself. I made one of my cousins beneficiary of that life insurance. You know that person does? You know who I'm talking about. Yeah, she had sleep. So that was a couple of years ago. That uh, policy. That was a couple. And it showed me I just walked past the library. But for some reason, this phone, even though I paid my monthly bill for this phone, me like the hotspot and everything and stuff. Another hotspot. The office is on my. It is what it is. I'm almost there, you guys. It's not even 5 o'clock yet. Shit, I didn't come to work for 2 days, but they don't usually say nothing. Because I tell them, I'm like, yo, this is a tent company, and don't you know I got other things I got to be doing? I tell them I got me another job, which I do, but they don't know I'm not working. I don't feel like doing construction cleanup all the fucking time. This is stupid. Y'all don't know how stupid I feel every time I gotta come down here and put up with these people bullshit. Don't know if they telling the truth. Don't know if they telling a fucking lie. The only thing I know is what happens between 6 and 6:30. And usually between them times, they usually put you on a ticket and send you out. You know what I mean? So it'd be like that. But anyway, y'all, I guess I'll talk to y'all later. Peace out. Y'all have an awesome day. One.